Hello.
Just go! Don't wait for me! What the hell are you doing?
I'm insane.
You owe me levels.
Oh. There's a teleporter again. There are many.
Yep. So, okay, this teleporter below us is going to put us to the teleporter in the middle.
Yeah.
So you just continue that fall.
Yeah.
Remember, as you discovered, you get extra time with or an extra jump, sorry, with a teleporter.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
After that point, it looks relatively straightforward.
Again,
And I think that teleporter at the end is
will
just
take
to
us
get
back here. Yeah.
Yeah, which is wise. I'm not entirely convinced that this fall is possible. Look at the gaps you have to fit through.
Oh, they are very tight gaps indeed.
I actually fit through one. I wasn't anticipating success, the usual problem. Oop.
That is always a problem. Dad, I went too high. There.
Oh, I went too low. Too high, too low.
Too middle.
Was too middle. I went too far. I went too close to the sun. My cat wings burned up.
Yeah.
Turns out cats were supposed to be bats all along. They really are. Well, that was just incredibly bad timing is what that was.
As always.
Oh.
I think everything can be put down to bad timing in this game.
Whoa there, don't just walk into the spike. Oh my gurg. Oh my gurg.
That was nearly Jaggy.
Jaggy.
Jaguar.
That was nearly Jaggy. Jenga. I forget, do you cry out Jenga at some point in the playing of the game Jenga? Is the Jenga when the Jenga thing falls? Is that when you cry it out? I don't think it's like Yahtzee. I think I'm inventing this.
I don't know, to be honest.
Honestly, I just cry out Jenga when I get a Yahtzee to confuse people. Isn't it you throw the dice at the little wooden tower, and if you knock it over, then you cry Jenga? Is that how it works?
I'm pretty sure that's in the official rule book. I've made this 2 times, but I've never anticipated the success.
It's the anticipating success. That's, you know... You want to always anticipate success, but the repeated failure kind of teaches you otherwise.
Yes, it does.
Tiny jump.
It's a small...
Tiny jump?
Oh. It's a tiny spring jump. They are the worst.
Oh, tiny jump.
Too high.
Oop. Too low.
Too middle again. No.
Oh. Two up, two down, two left, two right. Two bloody Trapland. I mean, in fairness, we've passed 2 levels, have we not? That's not bad.
Wow, you know how long we've actually been recording for?
About a half an hour.
Yeah, 35 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
That's actually pretty good.
Given our previous track record from the last session, that's amazing. I mean, admittedly, my track record still pretty bad.
Oh no. Oh no.
My goal is still just to die in unique ways.
Yeah.
Oop. I keep jumping way too late, and you keep jumping way too early. So again, if we could just mix our skills.
It's the middle. Oh.
Hey, I managed to jump too early. That's, you know, a change. I jumped too late again.
I think...
Oh, that reminds me for some reason.
Oh? Yeah.
I learned a syllable, I'll say, not a word, but a syllable in Mandarin, which I think would be like an absolute nightmare to the British tongue.
Oh.
Which is "r."
That's my pronunciation of that.
Pretty much, yeah, but there's the consonant and the vowel form of so it's a "r." That's a. now you're channeling the cat. That's good. Good. I'm gonna bother my actual cat if I start doing that. She will not be happy with me making cat sounds.
Yeah. Oh.
Ow. I really wish I could jump there.
Oh.
Really, I just wish you had infinite jumps. What can I say? I wish you could fly.
Yeah.
Where's my paraglider? I think that wouldn't be quite maneuverable enough for this area, but still.
Yeah, it might actually hamper us. Oh. No, I don't like that second spike fall. It's awful. This first one's not too bad.
Oh, I tried moving back too early.
Yeah.
Dog.
I'll do a Chewbacca before long.
I genuinely can't remember what sound Chewbacca makes right now. It's just some kind of throaty growl, but...
Isn't it like a squeaky door or something?
Oh, that's not a squeaky door. What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
Not a squeaky doll. That's the sounds that my squeaky dolls made.
Oh.
Straight out of cheesy horror films. My squeaky doll was of Jason from Friday the 13th or whatever movie he's from, or Halloween, or I don't remember which is which.
Oh, I don't know, honestly.
I mean, by my recollection, they're both just movies that the first one was incredibly generic horror, and then they made 20 more of them, and now nobody cares, but they're stuck. They can't stop making them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, too early.
Ah!
Well, I think that's the right time to use your extra jump, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't think you could use it any other time. Be a bit too dangerous.
Well, you could use it in that sort of
Second
third. One. Yeah, like the equivalent point, half a level down.
Yeah.
Boy, I sure wish I could use a cursor. That would be great.
That would help. Yes. But for a game that makes you press A to enter the IP address, I'm not entirely sure they know how.
Oh, touche, sir. Touche.
Yeah. Ah! That squawk sounded like the Psycho from Earthworm Jim.
I have almost zero recollection of Earthworm Jim.
Oh, that's a shame.
I played it like twice.
Yeah.
Probably on a rental where, technically it was my brother's rental, and so if it wasn't multiplayer co-op, then I wouldn't be playing anyway.
Yeah.
Ah. The only games I would ever rent would be RPGs.
I remember renting Wild Arms back in the day. I never got that finished. I never finished Wild Arms.
Arms.
Oh!
What?
Oh! Okay.
What do I do? Ah, not that!
Good job there.
I was watching the top of the screen for me to come out, and it was like, where am I? Did I die? And I looked back down, and no, I just somehow landed that. That's not supposed to happen.
It might be useful,
Too bad
though.
that... Well, I mean, it can give you a breather, but I don't think that helps.
Yeah, I don't know.
Plus, of course, it's not like I can do that on demand.
I don't think we can do anything on demand in this game. Except for die, of course.
Yeah, dying on demand is real easy.
The second double jump there is not propelling me upwards anywhere near as much as I expect. So I've got to bear that in mind.
I still feel like the last level of this game is going to actually be like stupidly easy.
Like the first one,
and
yeah.
yet we're still gonna manage to die. Ow.
Why are there scratches on the wall here, by the way?
Why not?
It is hell, I suppose. Yeah.
Could it be the damned souls trying to escape?
Well, it is where we respawn, so probably.
That's true. We are the damned souls trying to escape. Those are cat claw marks.
If we're trying to escape, why are we going further into hell? Ding.
That's an excellent question.
Yeah. Oh, my head, Spike.
Maybe, you know, there's some mythology behind it. To escape, we have to trade somebody else's soul to Hades, and they'll be like, I don't know, I don't think that soul's worth as much as yours.
Do we have to sacrifice one of us in order to finish? Is that what's going to happen? One of us has to die?
That's the true multiplayer co-op aspect of it.
Yeah.
The tragic part, of course, is that if you're playing single player, you
can't
still
win.
have to die.
Yeah.
Boy, I sure wish we could get past this first part, thereby allowing us to suffer the second part.
That's awful.
Oh man, I have lost all semblance of timing I had from the last time we recorded this.
Well, it has been over a week, I suppose.
It's been well over a week. It's been like 3 weeks, maybe?
Yeah, 2, maybe 3, in fact. That's... wow.
Ow. Ugh.
Ugh.
Mortis. Dog. Dog, Vorbis.
Matroskin.
It's just compressed sounds that dogs make.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
When I do make it through that first part, I'm never anticipating it.
Yeah. Again, it's a problem of never anticipating success and never being ready for it.
Yeah. One must always be ready for success. And also ready for failure. The far more likely outcome.
I wasn't ready for that. Oh, that's...
Yeah, you made it farther.
Yeah, I did. And my blood made it even further still.
If the goal was just to splatter blood to the end, that would be a very different game.
It would also be much harder, I think.
Isn't there's some game I recently remember seeing where basically you have to like die a bunch and build like bridges out of the corpses of your past lives to get through?
That you got
I
there.
didn't anticipate success. I vaguely remember seeing something about that game.
It does sound familiar. Mildly, I've got to admit. He's sad now. You'd think his BDS, his gimp harness would protect him somewhat.
I'm not sure how. Protect a very tiny area of him. Oop.
No. Dang it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this game is torture.
It really is, isn't it? Yeah.
What did I do? I didn't even try to time it there. It was just like, well, let's jump now. Whatever. It's the worst that could happen. I swear I'm holding right at that point, and he just doesn't feel like moving.
Young. I'm gonna make car noises from now on.
Okay, so I don't get as much movement at that point as I anticipate. I need to be holding down the button much earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's awful. There's barely any room to squeeze between there. That's the problem.
Well, yeah. That's also the design, to be fair.
So is it then a problem?
It's a problem for us.
Oh! That was the furthest ever.
Except for the many, many people who have beat this level, most of which are currently watching.
Yeah, it is.
And saying, and saying, God, these losers, look at them.
We're excellent. No, again, no one else has beaten this game into you. Oh.
What? I was already looking at the top by the time I died. I guess I can't do that.
You're anticipating success too much.
Damn it.
Jesus. Oh. How much easier this would be if you were locked to tiles?
So what? It would be cat Tetris?
Yes, cat Tetris. I'm going to try not using the double jump because I'm not entirely sure that'll be necessary.
I doubt it'll be necessary.
Helpful,
but
maybe.
Necessary and helpful are different things, yeah.
I'm going to go this way now.
It would be funny if that was a two-directional teleporter up there, so we could just skip right to the end. Or right to end-ish.
That seems about typical. To be so. I'm having a look at the rest of the level now to try to get it into my head for when I eventually get there. Right, left, right. They're the conveyor belts. And then... Oh, good hell. Okay, come on. Let's go. I forgot to move.
I just suffered from momentary paralysis.
Yes, indeed.
I think given that this whole thing is a fall, you don't have to wait for the next person to be successful or otherwise before going in.
Oh, don't forget, you're going to have to duck immediately at the end of that fall. I just realized that.
Oh, good call. Good call.
I didn't see that before. Oh, a bit too close there.
Wow, that was way too late. That was way too early. That was way too bad.
Way too bad. Was that a cat in heat?
Yes. Well, that was a cat suffering in some way.
I wish I could fly.
I mean, I would definitely settle for infinite jump here.
Yeah, that would be spectacular.
Not quite the maneuverability of actual flying, but...
Close enough to the same thing to count.
Yep.
It's a shame you can't move while crouched.
Yes, that would help enormously. Hello!
Yes, it would.
I can spawn kill you while crouched.
Oh!
You made it farther. I think, so I feel like you tried to turn around there,
Yeah.
but you could. It would probably be easier to go straight through. Like, you just let off the, like, so go from the left to the right part of the second trappy bit.
Ah, I
and then
see,
back
yeah.
left to get in, so that you're not, like, going back and forth on the D-pad.
That
I don't know if that helps.
might
but
be easier. I'm going to try that.
Yeah, that was my plan for if I ever made it that far.
Yeah, that would probably actually make things a bit easier, I think.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, the timing, the timing.
So twitchy. Hang.
Hong.
Hang. That's the name of the main character from the dub movie I'm going to make. Hang.
Hong.
Yeah, I held right constantly and went to the spike.
A master of dust meme foo.
In fact, that movie, the main character is this flying. I forget the name of it. The flying guillotine guy, and he's trying to kill this other guy who could be the master of dust meme or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a plot while I'm playing this game, and that's not a good idea.
I think Das Meme Fu is the martial art of beating each other over the head with beer steins.
That actually sounds very accurate, yes. As opposed to being mildly accurate.
Well, something could be mildly accurate.
I suppose.
I'm spawn killing you again. Oh, dang it.
I'm kind of getting the first part down again, I guess.
Oop. I'm not!
Am I going to have to be the one who beats this level as well? I don't want to have to.
No one wants to. Must. I can see your strategy now. Oops. It's a strategic failure.
Exactly. I'm trying to cheat it into giving me a win. Cheat the universe. Sweet Jesus! Sweet Jesus of Muhammad of Hell! Okay.
Jesus of Muhammad of Hell. So remember that those platforms on the left are safe. So if you can get through here, the platforms themselves are okay. But so the jump in is bad and the jump out is bad because in both cases you have a very small space to do it in.
I don't like
but
this.
You're with the direction of the swinging globule.
Yeah,
so that's
good. The fire extinguisher, yes.
Right, yeah, the very old-fashioned fire grenade.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm calm.
I gotta be honest, when you made it flawlessly over the first one, I was completely convinced you were gonna make it.
Oh. I think I just
Therefore, I blame you.
I pulled the label off the back of my controller in that.
What?
I accidentally pushed it off with my finger.
Wow, I think you're
it's the sweat.
You're gripping the controller a bit intensely there.
It's the sweat. Oh!
So it's not that you like tore it off. It's that the sweat reacted with the adhesive.
Yeah.
Melted it.
Oh. Okay. I may have that bit down. Maybe.
Oh, I'm such a super expert. Look at me. Well, you don't have that bit down, do you? Hey!
I just killed you there for fun.
Yes, you did. Was that in retribution for me mocking your skills at a part of this level I can't even get to?
I think that was part of it, yes.
Everything is wonderful.
Everything. If you're high. I wonder what this game must be like if you are.
Much easier, shockingly. It's funny how that works.
Ah,
Dog!
why did I duck? I ducked halfway down. I quacked, apparently. That didn't help. Yeah.
It's a very squishy duck you've got there. It's the sound of a duck being run over by a steamroller.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a sad one. Not the duck being run over by a steamroller. That's not sad in the slightest.
Yeah,
It's
of course,
that's my weekend hobby.
that's just hilarious.
That was really good.
I can do that rather well, I think.
It's very specifically a duck being run over by a steamroller. Like, it's not just a duck in distress. Just in case, in future, you need that exact sound.
I should make a game with that theme. Oh.
One of those games where you drive a steamroller to run over ducks.
Oh, you're a duck trying to get away from one.
It could be a modification of Duck Hunt on NES, except instead of getting the light gun, you have a steamroller.
You fire steamrollers out.
Wow, I can't make that sound at all. I don't even know what you're doing. My throat is confused by your action.
Oh, what the frick?
Oh, what? Why?
Oh, sod that!
Okay, you survived it. So I think it's all saw timing from here.
I think I see how to do this.
Okay.
Fall off, jump onto spring.
And don't get hit by the saw blade.
Yeah. Ah!
That was vaguely. I forget which cartoon duck is the one that actually sounds like a duck.
This Scroogey Duck guy and Donald Duck.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's that family of ducks,
yeah.
the Disney family of ducks.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was very Disney duck. That's That is a Disney sound I cannot approximate with my face. Or any other part of my body.
I was gonna say. Oh.
I'm sort of. I feel like you actually need to stay very, very close to the spikes the whole way through.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you can just sort of slip between them. Yeah. And assuming I can even get to the first falling part.
I haven't done that for a little while now, I don't think. Oh, no.
Whoa there. I didn't take my own advice. Oop, wow.
Dang.
Trying to take my own advice.
Yeah. Angus beef.
Angus? Come to think of it, if you had a relative named Angus, and you slaughtered him and cut him into a cutlet, that would also be Angus beef. Just,
cannibalism.
Side. I don't know what about this particular game makes cannibalism seem normal by comparison.
I think it's all of the death and the blood. It draws out the lust for blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring.
Oh, this game.
It's a lovely game, isn't it?
Remember how at the beginning of this level we were saying how actually we'd made some pretty impressive progress in this session?
Yeah, I think by that point we've been recording for about half an hour. It's now been about an hour.
Yes. Well, that means, you know, we still have a half an hour to beat this level and set, you know, a decent time on
I suppose. I really don't want to look up speedruns of this game. In fact, I kind of do.
I kind of want to look up speedruns of this game and then modify them so that it says Yahweasel above the name, above the cat.
And just upload that instead.
Yes. The same commentary, so it doesn't seem to follow. I'm like succeeding massively and going, ah, damn it!
Damn success. Do.
Trying so hard to fail, but everything just goes right.
Yeah.
It occurred to me that a hilarious platformer challenge would be to play like easy Mario levels, but with a substantial input delay.
Oh.
Like a 200, 300 millisecond input delay.
No. That does actually sound slightly fun, I've got to say. To watch, perhaps.
in a critically evil way. It's the kind of thing that it's like, if you didn't know that's what was happening, you would think you were looking at the worst Mario player in the history of the world.
How about a platformer with a very strict time limit on each level, and a few levels in, it introduces a little stopwatch pickup thing, and you would presume that would give you more time. You know what it would actually do? Delay your input.
What? Oh,
permanently.
God.
Permanently.
It could do both, actually. That would be a great trade-off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You get a little bit more time now.
I think I can't remember how to do this first bit now. No.
Ah.
It seems I have stuck with going left here and turning around in the middle bit. But it seems to be working, kind of.
So long as it's working, I mean, you know. I have thoughts, but given that I haven't even made it that far, my thoughts are obviously wrong.
Blatantly incorrect, yes. No. I don't think these spikes can get any bloodier at this stage.
They're pretty much every pixel blood now.
Yeah, every single one, I think.
You know what's really gone wrong in this level?
Yeah.
There's no friend. There's no Rocky.
Oh, where is he?
That's why, yeah, we did great, relatively speaking, on the levels where Rocky was there to help us out. Rocky, why have you abandoned us?
He's waiting for us on the next level, which is far more difficult to help us there.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. He's
so ironically, the next level will be much more difficult, but we'll do it much more quickly.
Because he's there.
Yes.
Oh,
Adrian!
Ah!
I'd actually rather go for Rocky the Flying Squirrel in this case. If I'm gonna go for a Rocky, flying would help more than punching.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't forget that block. That freaking block. Why did I duck?
You didn't forget the block.
I ducked. The ducking was a critical
you ducked
mistake.
because of the block.
But it was too high up to even get me.
Yeah, you had great reasons for ducking, but it was a slight overreaction to the actual scenario.
Yeah. Oh.
Good job, Dolan. Congrats.
Popeye again.
Every time I get slightly farther than I have before, I think like, oh, this is easier than I thought.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. Ah! I completely forgot to do anything when I went through the teleporter for a brief second.
Brief second is all it takes. Brief second is an eternity. Although, in fairness, most seconds are the same length, and all are pretty brief.
Yeah, pretty true. Like those damned femtoseconds.
Like that's a category of second rather than a degree.
Yeah. Yay.
Femtoseconds are my favorite kind of seconds.
Get
See how close you can get? That's crazy.
It is kind of, isn't it? I mean, at that point, it's kind of ripping into your organs at that point. Maybe that's why you can get so close, because we've got the fur.
These are actually incredibly tiny cats. They're anorexic, but they're long hair cats. That was the farthest I've made it again, but I accidentally hit down a bit and ducked. Suddenly, there goes your leftwards motion.
Are you using the D-pad or analog stick, by the way?
D-pad.
Yeah, good. I couldn't do this with the analog stick.
Oh, it does work with the analog stick.
Yeah, sadly.
I could do this with the analog stick if you actually had analog motion.
Yeah, that would help a lot.
I would gladly use the analog stick if there was analog motion.
I'm going to try with the analog stick. I don't know why.
Oh dear. Bear in mind that, like, my gaming history, other than RPGs, is mostly flight simulators. So analog is very comfortable for me.
Analog is not comfortable for me.
Usually.
I dislike
and there are lots of platform games that I prefer to play with an analog stick just because it's more comfortable for me. But this isn't one of them.
Nope.
Criminy!
Christmas! Criminy Christmas.
If this was a flight simulator instead of bloody Trapland, I can tell you we would have been through this level faster.
Flying a drone through the spikes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see, that could be a good little game. One of those little Moonlander type games with it, you know.
Yeah,
you know the type.
yeah.
I actually quite like those things.
You could sort of quap it a bit by making all 4 rotors be controlled independently.
Oh. Oh, no, please.
It would be, what? Quass.
Quass. Yeah.
Mind you, that whole argument came from me talking about analog controls, so Quass isn't your best bet for analog controls.
Not really, no. Oh, yes. This. Oh. This first jump here is the worst, I think.
You say so.
And I die on the other one.
I'm pretty sure you've died on the other one more often.
Probably, in fact. I think that is true, yeah.
So, I don't know what your idea of worst is.
The easiest.
It's worst because it gives you a false sense of security.
Exactly. Woo. We're back to happy sounds again now.
Neither of us can make it through this first bit. Oh, success can turn to failure so fast. Oh,
woo! Oh. No. Yeah. Zip zap zoop. Oh. Zip, zap, zip, zap, zip, zap. The sounds actually help there. The sounds help me keep it tight.
You just need a little bit of zip zop, zip zop.
Zip zap boop. That was Popeye.
Yeah.
Zip
Something
zip
like that.
bang. Yeah, I'm gonna try the zip zop again.
Really wish modern computers had
Zip-
a turbo
no.
button so I can unpress it.
That would be excellent.
Watch this game
Zip, zap,
suddenly
zip,
crawl. See how you do on
Zip, zap.
133 megahertz.
I hate to think how this would run on that.
Nice and slow. Lots of time to think.
Zip zap. Oh. Zip zip. You know the recording software I'm using can limit frame rates.
I doubt that frame rate would affect it. It's probably time-based, but
It probably is, depressingly.
if you could slow down the system clock.
Oh. I hate to think what that would do.
Make it go nice and slow so we can do things.
Yeah, I suppose.
Then we would just we would do an excellent job and then put on post-commentary.
And speed it up.
Exactly. That's our plan for, the next recording session. Our plan is kind of infeasible.
Yeah.
Because it involves hardware modifications to play a video game.
Zip zo.
Zip zo.
Is that's a record?
What?
Zip zo.
I did it
You went too
again!
far right. Zip zop. Zip zop zip.
That's the most depressing though. Oh, I made it so far.
Oh. Everything hurts to the stage. Zing.
When you respawn, there's a sort of like shower of glitter.
Yeah.
I wish that stuck to the level like blood does.
That should be an option.
Yeah.
Oh. Die! Why did I duck again? I ducked again. I mean, it is perfectly rational when a block is flying at your head.
Yes,
But-
there is literally one spot in this entire level where ducking matters, and you have now passed it.
Oh. Okay. Second time here. Okay, the problem last time, I jumped too high, and my head hit the ceiling, and I propelled downwards into a
You
saw.
have to fall jump. I think. No, wait.
I did
you
fall
can't
jump.
Fall jump. You have. Or.
I just need to do
okay.
a small jump. I did a big one
Oh.
last time.
I see.
I
I
think.
see.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Again, it's Mohammed.
I didn't think that middle part was gonna be safe.
Ew. I've probably found the one pixel position where it is.
Yeah. Good luck resolving that, though. Yes! Yes! Go! Why aren't you going?
I resolved it.
Oh.